What is up, boys and girls? Welcome to today's review, and today we're gonna have the Jackbox Party 8. And we're really to Jackbox Party 8. Yeah, we've seen a lot of these over the years, but the nature of these packs has evolved. And in so many ways, literally has taken Barebone's ideas to something decisively more complex. New games have moved from the obvious to the truly weird, and perhaps most importantly for this installment, the world has become much more about video calls than house parties. The Jackbox Party 8 is the first one fully developed in this condition, and the collection of these games feels like it wanted to be deeper and more involved to a little better. There are certainly archetypes for Jackbox Party games, and the new installment followed them. Even through fresh ideas, so Job is head-to-head joke voting representative. Instead of Quit Push, the innocent Jake bet, this challenge helps player along with providing some words, or other words. You respond to prompts only by dragging and assembling words from the others and the game itself. It's a limitation that makes Job shine. Whenever you're searching frantically for a preposition or talking advantage of your friends extend both method, it's hard enough to make correct thoughts. And that means there's something funny without a lot of trying. These joke games have always been great for the jesters in your playgroup, but Job does a lot to keep everyone else engaged too. The Drawful Animate, it's a drawn one. You know there is be a drawing one. Drawful Animate brings 2-frame animation to the well-done drawful formula. As such, yeah, there's more drawing work to do. Still, ideas come to life, even simple ones, with just a bit of action. There's not only much to explain about the Drawful Animate if you played another game in the series, but hey, it doesn't change the pacing. Drawings take a bit longer if your group has gotten comfortable with the TKA formula of the quality peeping for a while before a quick payoff. It would seem so bad through, and it's something of a theme throughout the Jackbox Party Pack 8, and it's less about introducing people to the format and more about providing varied options for extra fans. All the games in this pack have clever endearing visuals, but we are calling out the centipede corgi that keeps track at the time particular favorite. Without the level pal. The Pole Mine. It's a stream game in a pack. It's the Pole Mine, but it's fun offline too. In it, your rank options is set, like a bad lawn ornaments or scary monsters. This part feels a bit like party board game gift trap, forced to pick between things and less than optimal. From there through, you divide it into 2 teams and things feel more like family food. Each takes turn choosing an option, hoping it was in aggregate ranked with a certain window, like top 3 or 2, 2, 4. Getting one right earns your team a torch, while missing loses you are. Torches are lives in the final round, and whichever group stays alive or gets out with the most touchers wins. The Pole Mine transforms depending on the context, as a smaller group makes it more of a tactical game. Your team know how to represent your team, obviously, but saying this out loud, your tip will handle the opponent. A big one skews and answers toward the Gaspoid style audience knowledge. The weapons round. But there was already a drawing game in this pack. Indeed, the Jackbox Party 8 has 2 games about quick sketchers. There is only a bit different through. You're trying to hide a telltale letter in that art will give yourself away. One letter you miss is username picked your calling card, and the other players can compare art of murder with another. You need to try the spot in the boat and catch you. This is honestly all over the place. There is naming of an accomplice that is through for to guess. They're avoiding about which art to investigate. It never feels like weapon drawn knows entirely what it wants to be. Still, there is some fun in trying spot letters. The second round keeps the same letter for you odd, but uses different writing styles to make it truly two. We appreciate the ambition, but this is one truth to get your mind around most of the time. The Wheel of Enormous Proportions. Trivia. Jackbox wouldn't be Jackbox without some trivia. The Wheel of Enormous Proportion is the 1-part Wheel of Fortune and the 1-part Legends of a Hidden Temple, adding spinning for points with a big Asian face that tax a lot. Question can be vary a bit, but the primary method is through selecting which team in a group fits certain criteria. The more you get right, the more points you get, but also you get more wedges to place on the wheel to earn your points. The question segment of Wheel is really quite fun. It's short, tough, perhaps a bit too short, and the Wheel segment often feels like it produced too random of a winner to be satisfying in conclusion. The Jackbox Party 8 continues that developers struggle to find appropriate endings for its games throughout the collection, the middle fun part, and we wish it were a little bit longer. Also, there is going to the summary. Overall, I like the Jackbox Party 8. I've been enjoying messing around with it with my friends, and will definitely keep delving into Drawful Animate and Weapons Round. On the other hand, I find the trivia games to be a bit dull, and I think the pole mine has a short shelf life, at least when it comes down how I like to play a game. So what about bad? What about goods? A nice variety of genre. Job is comedy goldmine, and Drawful Animate Weapons Draw feel fresh for the drawing game fans. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't you forget to comment and subscribe. Peace. Links in the description.